man, it's been some crazy rumors going around these past 2 days about J-Bo. As you see the thumbnail, man, they saying J-Bo done got locked up, bro. With, and they talking about with kilos. J-Bo, if you don't know, BMF, he was basically junior boss. I'm not gonna steal no Vlad TV clips like some other people, but yeah, he was doing a lot of interviews talking about his past roles in BMF and what he did as a junior boss, as an underboss, and how many kilos he moved a month, and he impressed Big Meech when he first moved 33 bricks. Of course, it got to be 33 bricks when he first met him, and that's how he started from there, and went on to be portrayed in 50 Cent's BMF TV show, doing interviews on the documentaries. With Southwest T, all kind of stuff, y'all. But it's being reported in St. Louis by the brighter side of the blue. They some retired police officers. I know they know a lot because they retired police officers. So they go get a lot of information, and they sponsored. They get a lot of views. So they gonna get a lot of information out quick. And this is one of them. They broke it down to them that J-Bo was arrested with 53 bricks. Some people saying 60 online, but yeah, they talking about he was arrested with 53 kilos in St. Louis after being observed by a St. Louis Strike Force. They even went on his Facebook page, and they talking about on the St. Louis Police Officers Association about he was being observed by the St. Louis Strike Force and was arrested Friday night, which was basically the 14th of August or something like that. Yeah, August 14th, 2026. This is one of the channels being reported to this, man. I'm one of the first ones to say this, but let me let y'all listen to this, man. Listen to this, what they got to say, man.
Got J-Bo, who is Chad Brown, and they got J-Bo with 53, what our experts believe to be 53 kilos of cocaine. Man, 3 pistols, then approximately, $40,000-$50,000. And he was complainted on a Friday night.
Tell him what that means.
So when you get complained, a federal judge has to, you bring your evidence to a federal judge, and the federal judge looks at it, and if they believe that you have the probable cause evidence that this person needs to be held and arraigned in court, they'll do that. And then a lot of times, but if somebody wants to cooperate, they'll waive that portion.
Yeah.
But J-Bo says he ain't talking nobody. But he is now. I don't know if he's still in custody. I don't know what the bond was set at, but he was complained last night, a Friday night. So even the judge stood behind and said, "Oh, J-Bo, I'll stick around for J-Bo to get complained." So
53 kilos.
So you heard it there, man. And this is crazy coming from that, because if there's got to be a hidden reason behind this, and this is my personal speculation behind it, right? Because just a few years ago, he was caught up in the PPP ring, connected drug ring and PPP ring. Though they didn't catch him with any drugs at the time, he was convicted of the PPP thing and some fraud, wire fraud, bank fraud or whatever. Got a couple years, got out last year. Been silent, but I guess he got a hookup. Y'all got to know this. BMF, the TV show, showed that they had a lot of connections in the political field. And with them having those connections in politics, man, you get a lot of politicians who do drugs. You see all these St. Louis politicians keep getting locked up and jammed up for fraud, all kind of stuff. Kim Gardner, everybody, dude. They don't matter if they white or black. They keep getting caught in some kind of crooked ring. And J-Bo knows a lot of these people, a lot of people who knows, BMF dealt with a lot of people, man. So he wouldn't be jumping back into this kind of activity if he didn't know that if he didn't know the risk. He know the risk, but he knows that he has a possibility of just skating through this, just like the wire fraud. Dude got out in like 2 years. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man, because I don't think J-Bo gonna do no time for this. He's not gonna do time for this at all again. It's gonna be something. He gonna do 5-10 years again. He gonna get out and see everybody will be talking about J-Bo again. So Big Meech been quiet, talking about he not gonna do a video on Vlad, an interview on Vlad. But let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. J-Bo definitely got locked up, got popped Friday. and for trafficking, they said the feds got him, man. Yeah, but I think he got some bigger connections out here than what y'all think. Yeah, so it's always something behind the bigger picture. Know that.